setting the agenda of nation building. Welcome all of you.
Nation building, resetting the agenda. That is the theme of this gathering, which has brought together former vice presidents, former governors, former and serving lawmakers, and other chieftains of the People's Democratic Party. The national chairman of the PDP, Prince Uche Secondus, boldly apologizes for the mistakes of the past.
On behalf of my colleagues, members of this party, we apologize to Nigerians that we have made our mistakes and we are ready to correct them.
The event is well attended, suggesting that the PDP has put its house in order and also put behind it past internal divisions, which many say was responsible for its loss at the polls in 2015.
We are now going to say goodbye to imposition, goodbye to impunity, welcome to rule of law.
Members of the party were excluded. There was a lot of exclusion in participatory democracy. And of course, there was a lot of elements of corruption, hatred, and what have you.
Some mistakes were made in the process. Now, this time around, whatever it is that we are going to make, we will be very conscious of making sure that we do not repeat the same mistakes that have been done before.
We want a better Nigeria. We want somebody who has capacity at the state, at the local government, at the nation.
The national chairman explains the reason for the apology.
When we were in government in 16 years, it was the era of impunity, imposition, and several other things that we may not be able to mention, God knows. And it was proper that when you make mistake, you come out clean and apologize and ask for forgiveness.
The People's Democratic Party says it is on a mission to reset and rescue Nigeria after realizing and learning from its past mistakes. It also believes that come 2019, it will present viable candidates that will wrestle back power from the ruling APC. Terry Ikumi, Channels Television.
It's a political party affairs day today on the program, and yes, we're focusing on that particular matter within the PDP, or that decision, apology that they gave to Nigerians. We've got Mr. Fagbenro-Byron here with us today, a member of the core party. Well, not just a member, I understand he's a presidential aspirant for the party. Thank you for coming on this morning.
Good morning.
When did you decide to throw your hat in the ring?
Well, that's a tough question. You know, you have a vision in life. And that vision is actually usually ingrained in you at a very, very early age and stage. How it is going to manifest, no one knows. But as the good book says, that it's a question of time and chance. I decided to run for the elections and to run for president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria out of the concern and out of the determination to see Nigeria a great country. I believe Nigeria is the greatest secret, biggest secret, that despite all what might be perceived as our challenges, which they truly are, Nigeria too has humongous potentials. There's also a threat to the very existence of Nigeria, and I believe that every hand should be on deck. By virtue of my own training and everything I've done over the past 25 years, it's pointed directly at the very heart of governance, at the very heart of implementation of development. And of course, the poverty issue in Nigeria is one that would consume both the rich and the poor if we do not take steps. I'm also a founding member of COA Party, so I have not been without or outside politics before. And I did run elections 17 years ago for local government chairman. So it's natural that I retired. I actually retired prematurely for this purpose.
Okay, speaking about party and governance,
yes.
The PDP, as we saw in that report, did give us that apology,
yes,
and some confessions as well.
Yes.
So, on the back of that, do you think Nigerians will then say, okay, go and sin no more?
Well, you see, you know, to forgive is divine. To err is human. And it's a good thing that they have confessed. You know, what has characterized PDP, and I might say both parties, quite frankly, is the politics.
When you say both parties?
Yes, and the APC particularly. And then we'll get to that because you can see how that is manifesting in the APC. You've had a an institutional culture of politics of impunity, of politics of godfatherism, politics of divide and rule, and politics of favoritism. Now, you've had this as a culture and a way of conducting business. And of course, it is the manifestation of that the rest of Nigeria is feeling an impact of. They've practiced the politics of exclusion. While it is fine that, and it is appropriate for them to come out and confess that actually they had practiced impunity, it is difficult to see how you will unpractice it within the split of a second. You practice it for 16 years. So it's their culture and it's in their DNA.
So are you saying that the fact that they even came up, isn't that commendable enough?
It is absolutely commendable, and they are forgiven.
You know, growing up, we heard,
yeah.
I mean, we were told in secondary school that he who knows he has a problem, or he who doesn't know and knows he doesn't know, is wise. Or is wiser than he who doesn't know and doesn't know he doesn't know.
Yes.
So